So here I'm putting a comment that just says declaring variables at the top. And I'm saving and refreshing. Okay. So now I'm going to upload some images that I created. So they're images of crazy bubbles. And so in order to use these images, we're going to put them into a special place called an array. So we're using a for loop. So this loop has three parts. The first part is we're declaring the variable. The second part is a condition, and the third part is the update. Inside the for loop, we're using the load image command, which loads one image at a time. So what I'm doing is I'm using the name of the variable plus the index, which is I, plus the extension, which is .png. And I'm declaring a variable, actually I'm declaring an array called crazy images, and it's an empty array. And then I'm putting the image into the crazy images array. So here we can see the syntax for it. So we have a for loop and it goes through, it loops 12 times, and every time it does, it uses the load image command. And so here we see a breakdown of the for loop. There's the initialization, which is giving the value, the index value an initial value. Then the condition, which is I is less than 12. Then the update, which adds 1 to I every time it loops. Okay, so here we're giving I an initial value of 0. Then we're testing the condition. Is I less than 12? Yes. So we load the Crazy Bubble Artboard 0.png file at index 0 into the crazy images array. Then we add 1 to I. I is 1. Is 1 less than 12? Yes. So now we load the Crazy Bubble Artboard 1.png file into the crazy images array at index 1. We add 1 to I is now 2. Is 2 less than 12? Yes. So we load the Crazy Bubble Artboard 2.png file into the index number 2 of the crazy images array. And so we continue doing this. As long as I is less than 12, we keep on adding a file to the end of the array, an image file. The crazy images array increases in size, and we increase the index number. Is I at 11 less than 12? Yes. So we execute the code inside the loop. We load the Crazy Bubble Artboard 11.png file into the array. So when I is 12, we check the condition again. Is 12 less than 12? No. So we exit the for loop, and now we have our final version of the for loop. So we have 12 image files at index numbers 0 to 11. The whole purpose of the for loop was to have somewhere to put these images. Okay, so now we're creating just a variable called image1, and we're going to load, actually we're going to use the load image command again to load the Crazy Bubble Artboard, I think it's 0.png file into the image1 variable. And so we save and we refresh. And so there we go. Okay. If we just went through the whole for loop just to load all these images into the crazy images array, why would we load one image into one variable? we're going to see what's going to happen. So here I'm taking the ellipse command out, and I'm saving and refreshing. So the ellipse is gone. And now we're using the image command. And the image command takes 5 parameters. The first one is the image we're using. The second one is the X parameter. The third one is the Y. The fourth is the width. And the fifth is the height. So we save and refresh. And now we see that the image that we loaded into the image1 variable is being displayed on the screen. And so now I'm making a comment about displaying the image, of the crazy bubble. Because that's what the image command does. Okay, so now I want to increase the size, the width and the height of the crazy bubble so we can see it a little bit better. And now we can see it a lot better. Okay, so here's the code that displays the image to the canvas. So we use the image command and it has 5 parameters. So if we look at the breakdown of the image command, it starts with the keyword image. And then the first parameter is the most important. It's the image itself. So the image that we're using is stored inside the image1 variable. Then we have the X position, then the Y position, then the width, and then the height. And so now I'm uncommenting the code just so we can see the movement of the crazy bubble. We save and play it. Now we can see the crazy bubble moving. It's moving a little bit far. So instead of moving all the way to the end of the screen, we're going to have it move to the end minus 150 pixels. And we save, and now we can see that the bubble is bouncing a lot sooner. So that's what we did, basically. So instead of the bubble bouncing at 700 pixels, now it's bouncing when X reaches 550 pixels.